Yo, what's going on, and welcome back to some more Ruined King. Last time we got into the Jagged Hook's warehouse. We're on our way to save Graham. He should be just up ahead in this Overseer's office. And then we should be done with this area after that, so let's go ahead and get in there. A new rest point conversation is available. Oh, there's a rest point right here. Fortune notices something odd under these plants. Look closer. She notices a hole in the floorboard someone tried to cover. She sees a piece of jewelry someone tried to hide, partially covered in dirt. A necklace. Well, that doesn't seem worth it at all. It seems like a piece of garbage. We already had one of these anyways. More lore. Oh. It takes so long after you pick up lore for you to be able to do anything else. Sure.
So what's your story, big guy? You don't seem to be from around here.
No, Brom hails from the Freljord, a distant land of mountains and snow.
And you walk around with no shirt on?
Brom is iceborn. I do not feel the cold.
I've lived on this island my whole life. Never given much thought to what else was out there.
You must visit the Freljord. Meet our fierce warriors, slay a few trolls. And most importantly, you must try our Druvask stew.
Druvask stew? I'll bet it's as good as it sounds.
Not very.
All this talk of the Freljord makes Brom long to return. But not until my quest is complete.
I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. And who knows? Maybe one day I'll finally see the Freljord.
And warm your belly with Druvask stew, eh?
No promises.
Alrighty. Let's go. Oh hey, it's Graham. Oh, I have to advance it. That's enough, Sarah. Sit still, Graham. This is almost over. This is your last chance, Jet. Return Graham to me, and you may yet walk out of here alive. I lose my only bargaining chip, you'll kill me as soon as I do. How stupid do you have to be to believe that? Haven't I always been true to my word? Maybe words just don't work on people like you. There's just no way I see this ending peacefully. I'm gonna make Gangplank proud. Sure you are, buddy. I'm sure you
All
are.
things in motion.
Okay. Ouch. So we got a stealth guy. Bodyguard. The sniper captain takes 80% reduced damage until this character is killed. Which one's the bodyguard? Wait, what? Okay, so the sniper captain is the important guy and Jet is the bodyguard? Wasn't expecting that. So, I mean, the cannoneer probably needs to die first, in all reality. And we need to figure out how we're gonna hit Jet to break his stealth. Target spawns a tentacle each turn and taunts all tentacles. Champions attacking the target. I assume, yeah, I cannot target that man. Well, let's just start summoning some tentacles, huh? I mean, I could use 2-time and hope that it hits what's his face.
Too slow.
Nice, okay. That was like a 50. Well, I don't know. Because there's 3 people, and I wanted to hit one of them, but I only have 2 shots, and I can't control where either of the shots go. So what are the odds of that working? I don't know. Is that 50-50? Because the first shot could have hit him, right? So it's like, the first one's a 1 out of 3, and then the second one is a 50-50. So if you add those 2 together, what are you at? I don't know exactly, I don't want to do this math. Whatever a 33 plus a 50 is. Not directly that, but like, you get what I mean. What the heck is Braum gonna do? I mean, this guy needs to die. But that guy needs to die. Whatever, Cannoneer needs to go first.
Easy.
Okay, not that damaging. Are we gonna get that Hextech pistol? That's bad. But a Braum ultimate. We're not gonna get to Braum ultimate soon enough, I don't think. Holy bejesus. How much? It lasts for 3 abilities. Oof. Okay, we need more tentacles. That guy's about to get stunned. Can I deal enough damage to this dude? I don't think so. A Braum stuns the Cannoneer in 1 attack, so... I really think Braum just needs to taunt.
You're just target practice.
And then auto attack the Cannoneer. Stun him. And then Misfortune could do something here. She bullet time, she kills Jet, but probably not enough damage to the Cannoneer. My balance lane, I go before Jet. And hopefully, if the follow-up damage hits the sniper captain, then it should do normal damage, right?
You are nothing.
At this point, we really don't even need to ult with Braum, because everyone's only got 1 tick left on him. So we could use... Oh, this guy's immune to stun anyways. But that's okay, we might get some extra damage out of it. Focus fire. It didn't kill? Did I read it? Oh, I think I'm just stupid. I think I just didn't look at the numbers. I just assumed it was gonna kill. But I don't think the numbers actually worked out. What's going on here? Increase all damage taken by 10%. It's also taunting the enemies, but I'm already taunting them? Very interesting. feel like we want to sunder you now. That ability's so strong, but if you don't get the 40 mana, then it's almost not as worth. Wait, is this ability in a random enemy? Not enough control over that one. At least with more than one enemy still remaining. We probably just want to make sure that everyone's tapped. Oh, what? I didn't want to see Jet. You're not tapped, so probably just want to make it so you are tapped.
Easy.
Then allow we just go finish this guy. You're sundered. Oh wait, is that what the thing in the bottom right of their screen is, the tapped symbol? Yeah, okay. I don't really want any of these. I would just want this one. We do it in there, we get it in the haste. While you're sundered, this is going to deal a lot of damage. If it crits, it might just kill you. So where's this person's turn? It's right at the beginning of the haste bar. But she's just attacking Braum. That brings Braum back to full health.
I warned you.
I told you
That's what
it
you
might
get
just
from my
one
crew.
shot. Oh, we got some guns. Privateer's handguns, a pair of pistols, favorite. I wonder if that's better than the current ones we have. I feel like they're the same. You enjoy the bloodshed too much. Bilgewater don't know the anger you got. Graham, are you alright? Can you make it out? Nods. Here, let me help you with those ropes. Better? See you on the ship. We didn't even tell him why we're here. Jet, what a delusional fool. He had ambition, but no strength to see it through. But what he said about the anger, I don't take counsel from fools. I see what's in front of me and call it how it is. He played his hand and he lost. Well, looks like we tracked down everyone. Let's head back to the docks. Our ship's waiting. More lore. Doesn't appear to be anything in here. Oh. Lower the rope. Oracle's ring and a gorget. How much better are these guns? Wait, I have like a Zephyr 2 passive on these? No wonder they're so good. These new ones can't really keep up. All they do is better attack power, just slightly. I feel like I gotta keep the old ones that I had. I mean, if I put a Zephyr on the new ones, then I'd only be losing health, which would probably be fine. But I don't know if we want to do that or not. It's a neck piece. Is this any good? It's decent. Oh, but Braum has this insane one. How much health am I losing if I go with that one? Wait, no, I'm gaining health? Because my current one just gives bonus damage and haste. Yeah, I feel like I need more resistances. Losing the damage sucks, though. Because Alawi's end of combat healing is nice. Okay, I should actually inspect this room, because for some reason I feel like doing the little ping thing doesn't actually reveal everything that's interactable in a room. Sometimes there's stuff in the room that you could still examine, like those blueprints. I don't really want to fight you. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna search through this entire warehouse again, but possible that we missed something. So what do we need to do? We just need to board the ship at the harbor now? Interesting. Do we have any idea what district we're supposed to go to? I guess the docks harbor would make sense. Is there anything else we need to do before we leave? Before we go to our boat? I don't think so. The real question is, where the heck are Ari and Pike? Did we get any bounties? Ooh, we could get some pistols. Buru steel pistols. Chance on hit to poison the target. Does that mean when I'm hit or when they're hit? I am unclear. Spider Queen Gothra. It's on the Shadow Isles. Like, where would we do this one? Someone's stolen me house? Or houseboat? Massive brute carrying a cannon. Currently set up in my houseboat in the harbor district. Should be able to find that guy. With fancy Hextech pistols, this dangerous critter raided my workshop. These pistols are extremely volatile, prone to backfire, and will cause major collateral damage. Looking for someone to put this squirt in his place. Last sighted in the Warrens. Approach with caution. So where's the Warrens? Well, I guess we probably could have gone to the quest menu to tell us where these things are, right? There's a chest there. So the boathouse is right there. I assume the charming lady is Miss Fortune's boat, maybe? Go to the boathouse. I don't know if we'll do that other one or not, because it's probably a little bit out of our way. I hope that's not the one. And we really should maybe rest up, but we'll be okay. We haven't been over here yet, huh? Good thing no one minds that we just open everything and take all the stuff inside. Imagine how rich, like, a poor beggar could get if they just walked around and opened all these boxes. Wait, what is this? How do we get to that? There's obviously a way over there. Corvin ain't taking visitors. Scram, the door says. He has wild, glaring eyes. That does it. I've had enough of you, the doorman says. He lunges at you. What?
Haul anchor, crew.
But who is this guy and why is he fighting me? Are we gonna be able to kill? I don't think so, especially since we just decreased Alawi's damage. There's like no way that we kill here. Yeah. Oh, but he doesn't even get to do anything, poor guy.
Oh, does that hurt? Hardly worth the ammo.
True. Perfect. Worth 0 XP. Right? Why'd this guy attack me? Also, it said there was a bounty on him, but I didn't see a bounty on him at the board. There's a bounty on that guy. Also, I realized that we don't really ever use potions. Maybe I should use potions more. I'm relying very heavily on my characters being fully self-sufficient in their mana regen by generating overcharge and their health regen with Alawi's lifesteal and healing. So I've not been using potions. So it's to be you then, is it? Looks like it. What are you talking about? Just a warning, if I go down, I'm taking everyone and everything down along with me. Friend or foe, it don't matter. Thing is, I don't go down easy. It ain't past my time yet.
All things in motion.
Oh, this is Corbin. Gotcha. So do we have any passives that matter here? Adds a hazard to the balance lane? Interesting. How do we take this fight? Do we just take out Corbin or do we take out his other dudes? I mean, smart move's probably to take out the other guys first, right? But I do feel like we might be capable of just taking out Corbin.
Watch him fall.
Oh, he's one of these guys? Oh no, it just added the thing to the balance lane. What does that do? How do I inspect it? Performing an action, you will take light damage.
Watch the mustache!
I think we decided that these don't count as in the balance lane, right? Might as well just power lane it, huh?
Still got time to surrender.
Whoa, there's Sparky. Alright, they're both
Another
gone.
notch on my gun.
We do a speed lane, then we go first. Yeah, speed lane. MF's like all the damage anyways. Okay, so we need to get him tapped first. And then we'll try and one-shot him.
I've had enough of you.
He's attacking everybody. Stop that. I guess I'll just use Brahm's ultimate afterwards. Oh, whoops. So with a crit, this should kill. But we have no control if it'll crit or not. Oh, he didn't even apply debuffs like a normal cannoneer. Do I use Alawi's ult here? Might as well.
Smells like gunpowder.
That's so good.
We're born knowing what to do. We must only act.
Another defender's ring. Okay, Misfortune doesn't see anything special. Okay, so we'll go turn that in, and then we'll go over to the Charming Lady. Wait, didn't it say we didn't have that chest a second ago? Now it says we do have that chest? It's all very confusing. Alrighty, bounty board. I wonder if that piece of armor will be good for allowing. What are we looking at? Losing a little bit of health to get attack power, resistances, and reflect. Seems worth it to me. Is this the right way? Yes. Do you have new stuff? No. No, you do not. Rest up real quick. And we don't have anything in the lore journal, right? What do we need? We need 370 or a 340. I mean, I'm sure once we get... Okay, so I can't walk past you. Oh yes, the crew has been assembled and is waiting for you. Please go ahead. But I assume once we get to a new area, we'll very quickly find more lore. So is this all my crew? I guess. I mean, I don't know what else to do. I could do side quests.
We've been waiting for you, Captain Fortune. This your crew?
Guess so.
It already seems like we're over-leveled somehow, even though I haven't done, like, any side quests. Like, we're not substantially over-leveled, but... Like, the side quests don't really feel worth it, because they give, like, 0 rewards, because we're too strong for them.
As promised, one magnificent ship.
That is a mighty vessel. Does it have a name?
I haven't gotten around to naming her yet. She was recently acquired. Can't
You're
do
gonna
the
let
others.
Braum name your boat?
Really? Oh, but I couldn't. Brom is not so good at naming things.
Come on, first thing that comes to mind.
The, charming lady?
Brom, you lady killer.
Excuse me?
The charming lady. I like it. All right, people,
I mean, it's
listen
not
up.
that bad of a
This
name,
isn't a
to be
pleasure
fair.
cruise, so don't get too comfortable. We've got a harrowing to stop. I've got a washed-up Reaver King to kill. And remember, from here on out, it's Captain Fortune.
Aye, aye, Captain.
This is gonna be a long trip.
Later. So can we go back whenever we want?
You have potential, but you are a wild boy. A tempest that must be tamed. Yasuo, remember all I have taught you.
Master, I never should have abandoned my post.
Yasuo, what have you done? Have you no honor?
Yone, you're mistaken. This wasn't me. I was only gone a short while.
You further disgrace yourself with these lies? Our master bears wounds. Only your blade ran down.
Brother, please, let me through. No.
That guy up there is Yone. For some reason, I don't remember exactly why, but Yone's got brought back to life to hunt down
melody.
Yasuo or something.
Don't let me stop you.
He's like part demon.
I prefer not to have an audience.
Ah, yes, the Lone Swordsman. A classic tale.
I was seeking some quiet.
Alawi and the others speak highly of your skills.
Are we still talking about my music?
We
No.
don't know each other yet. But if you're as good as they say, I could use a man like you.
A man like me.
Sometimes my enemies need convincing. That blade of yours would help certain negotiations.
I already work for someone.
Right, the missing girl. Whatever she's paying, I promise my terms would be sweeter.
I swore I would protect her. And I'll keep my word. Even if it leaves me poor as a beggar.
Or dead. You remind me of a saying I once heard. Fear the warrior who has been disgraced. He will set pride before reason, redemption before life. It's Ionian.
I know it. Don't talk to me about disgrace.
I was talking about redemption. I don't care what you did, or about your past. My offer stands whether you find your girl or not. But for the record, I hope you do. Enjoy your solo.
Ram, your sailing improves. You are still on board.
That's pretty mean, actually.
Yes, and the water is still outside the ship.
Then, what troubles you? You worry for your people.
Yes. Rome has vanquished many foes. But what my people face now, this sickness, it cannot be stopped with fist and shield.
I admire your strength.
Yes, it is one of Rome's most admirable qualities.
In Buru culture, we respect those who take what they want. Strength is a tool that allows us to live in the moment.
And I suppose we are having a moment now?
Yes. One we could have below deck.
Yes, Brom would love to continue discussing the Buru religion. But with the sea, the ship's rolling deck, Brom is afraid to take his eyes off the horizon. Oh dear. You must forgive me. When Brom is sick, it is a mighty storm. An avalanche of... Oh, please excuse me!
Man is strange. I like it.
Really? I need to remind you to knock?
We have unfinished business.
Yes, that's why you're on my boat, heading towards the most dangerous place in existence. What more do you want from me?
Sarah, I can tell you are hurt.
I'm hurt? Oh, yes. Gangplank still lives. Sure, this is obviously not great news to me. But we're going to kill him properly this time. And then I'll feel better.
I know his deeds were unforgivable, but I want to make it clear that my priority is not Gangplank's death. It is to stop this harrowing.
But Gangplank is causing this harrowing. You saw it in a vision yourself.
Sarah, I am bound to the Mother Serpent. She has plans for all of us. She needs me to save Bilgewater, but she didn't give me specifics. I must put the goddess first. I don't know how that will affect our mission, but we do not have the same goals.
I try to respect your beliefs, Alawi, and maybe your intentions are pure. But he killed my mother.
I know. The goddess will send me another sign soon, I am sure. But until then...
What the hell?
Oh, that sounds
Above
good.
deck, now!
Get to go fight a kraken or something.
Captain, there's an angry giant headed right for us. Brace for impact.
All right, let's blow off some steam.
A deep lurker. Attack power up. Wait, what is quick strike? Oh, jeez! I was just looking over at that move. If you press quick strike, they just pick a move for you. It's not what I thought it would be. Oh, what the heck? Gain a stack of frenzy when hit. Uh-oh. We have a really bad squad for that. Our squad's all about hitting all the time for no reason. Oh, jeez. So he has deal heavy damage to everybody. Okay, so if he does an AoE attack, we probably just brace instead of doing anything else.
Watch them, mustache!
Oh my gosh. That's a lot of damage. Oh no, the tentacles rocket! Oh no. He's got 7 stacks? Doesn't it go away when he uses it? What? He just used the move and it didn't go away. Uh-oh. That's not good. Do I even want more tentacles? I feel like I don't want to make more tentacles. That seems like a mistake. I don't want all the tentacles to hit either. That also seems like a mistake. That's not... You're telling me this is not in the attack up, huh? Alright. So we'll do this. Wait, no, that's not the move. Hold up. This is what I want. What is Braum doing here? I don't know, just taunt it, man. Okay, get the shield in before that thing gets to attack. What's Misfortune doing? I mean, Max Strut could be pretty cool. Maybe we just want to hit that thing really hard with a Heartbreaker. That hurts. Wait, its stacks are not going away when he uses an ability. Does that mean he hasn't been using an ability? Oh, Jesus. How can I consume my tentacles? This does not consume tentacles. Okay, we need to heal Braum.
Worm's mine.
I mean, sure, just hit him with that Sunder. I guess we just tap him again. Oh my goodness.
Brom's turn.
Oh no, she's got 19 frenzy. What am I supposed to do? I can't stop it. And it doesn't work. Like, the ability's obviously broken because it doesn't go away when he uses an ability. The only downside to his frenzy is that it goes away when he uses it. But obviously that is not the case here. Alright, get rid of all these freaking tentacles.
All things come to an end.
Okay, at least the tentacles are gone now.
Who's ready to die?
What's Braum gonna do? Defend, because otherwise he's going to die. It spawned another tentacle, are you kidding me? That only does 160 HP. We have a better way to heal? Just 230. Plus 12 for the one tentacle. Braum is so gonna die. This is so stupid. It's only because the fight doesn't work correctly. Misfortune just has to keep doing the same thing. And hopefully Braum and Alawi will live long enough together for... But it's had freaking 24 stacks already. This is getting real bad real quick. You gotta, you need the shield. I don't think you live without this shield. God, did they not playtest any of this game? Like, what the heck? Oh, no! Come on, he's doing more than he's doing like 130% extra damage right now. How is this fair? Okay, if I do a balance, it gets me into the attack buff state, though. Okay, well, someone's just dead next turn. But it can't be Misfortune, otherwise we lose. So I guess Braum is just gonna taunt and take one for the team. Sorry, Braum. It's just how it's gotta be. Alright, is there anything else you could do? You gotta sunder him. Oh, but you're not gonna get to go in time. Oh, but you can go if you'd use the Poro snack. Will the Poro snack make Braum live? I have no idea, but let's try it. Oh, we got a crit. Braum's still dead. Probably. Oh, wait. Misfortune gets a turn. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'm really mad that that fight was obviously not properly playtested. But we were able to beat it, so. Many a vessel, is this? Yeah, this is just an artifact thing. Small replica of Misfortune's ship, the Siren. She has another boat? I guess I kind of knew that because that boat is in Runeterra. I don't know, why is it level 14? What are you supposed to do with that? Hey, Yasuo leveled up. You got a rune shard and a bunch of new runes.
Keep fighting! This mission will not end here. Not against this thing.
Hey, Pike's here.
You, the priestess from the docks. You put the new voice in my head.
I tested you. Yes. The Mother Serpent deemed you worthy.
Worthy. The dark that comes will swallow everything. You made them stop. The voices.
So, your coming is no coincidence.
The Blood Harbor Ripper.
My prey calls me that. My name is Pike.
You brought the Blood Harbor Ripper onto my ship? I'm starting to reconsider our arrangement.
Yeah, that's not
Sarah
looking
Fortune,
great.
I know your name.
You've killed a lot of good men. I'd be doing the world a favor by gutting you right here.
Sarah, he is chosen.
Well, make better choices.
I have seen the truth in the deep. Blood in the water. And on my list, one name burns brightest.
What name?
Gangplank.
The deep demands his blood.
The fool has made powerful enemies.
A whole ship full, it seems. I know a weapon when I see one. That I can use. So long as it doesn't gut me in my sleep. What do you say?
Your terms are acceptable. For now.
This has been a very exciting voyage.
Pike has joined the party. Roll, damage, debuffs. A renowned harpooner from the slaughter docks of Bilgewater, Pike should have met his death in the belly of a gigantic jaw fish, and yet he returned, now stalking the dank alleys and backways of his former hometown. He uses his new supernatural gifts to strike from the shadows and pick off the weak and injured captains who populate his list. Pike is a revenant of the deep, able to dive into shallow waters to slip through grates and other small openings. Oh, we need that for the Buru Temple. Pike's dungeon ability allows him to drag enemies into combat, dealing damage and decreasing their chance to link to additional encounters. Oh, okay. Interesting. Go to the next thing. Thank you. A fearsome assassin, Pike walks a knife's edge between life and death. A portion of Pike's stamina is converted into attack power, making him both deadly and vulnerable to his enemy's attacks. Every time Pike crits an enemy, he has a chance to gain Executioner, which allows him to plunder his opponents as if they were low on health. What does that mean? Many of Pike's abilities allow him to become stealth. While in stealth, Pike cannot be targeted and can ambush enemies, dealing devastating damage. Meanwhile, near the Shadow Isles. Are we back with Ari? Or is this Gangplank? It is Gangplank. And Thresh.
The suffering. Delicious.
Thresh, what are you doing? This wasn't part of our plan.
Gangplank, you knew my nature when we made our alliance. These souls strengthen my magic. And besides, this island is loyal to your enemy, Misfortune. These fools abandoned you at your darkest hour. Now, they feel your triumphant return.
The crown is buried in Bilgewater, like you asked.
Excellent. Even now it draws the black mist. Soon it will expand my reach to the city itself. What of the Buru artifacts?
I have them all here.
Then let us return to my domain. The ritual can finally begin.
All this for Bilgewater. When this demon's done, I hope there's still a city left for me to rule.
Has he maybe considered that he's not doing the right thing? Just a thought. Are we there yet?
We've arrived.
The Shadow Isles are even more frightening up close.
The black mist will be strongest here. Goddess only knows what we shall face. Steel yourselves. Despite the dangers, we must focus on finding Gangplank, no matter the cost.
One man can be killed as easily as another. Why the concern?
I already killed this man once.
Oh, good. So, what's the plan for our party then? I have no idea how Pike fits into all this. It seems kind of awkward. I don't know how they want you to build your party, just because if you look at it, there's only going to be 6 characters, Ari being probably the last one. Misfortune, Pike, Yasuo, and Ari are all damage, right? But the 2 characters we started with are the 2 tanks / healers / buffers. So, am I required to run one of these 2 and then figure out how the other 2 work into the party? Should I go all damage characters? Who knows? I do want to use Pike though. Pike is already level 14. Yasuo is also already level 14. I think they join your party at whoever is the highest level. And the question is, do we want... Because I like Misfortune. She's probably our strongest character right now. Do I want Alawi? Or do I want Braum? I feel like I want Alawi. What are we looking at here? Got a lot of stuff. Oh, okay. So I see this thing right here was the same symbol as the grate that I assume Pike can go through. So we'll see that here firsthand. And I don't know, can we go back? Like, if I wanted to go back there, is that an option? Ooh, Alawi's really hurt. Is there a place to heal anywhere? Also don't know what that symbol is. Maybe we should check out Pike's abilities and then that'll be it for now. So we gotta spend all of his skills and stuff. So he's got Serrated Slice, deals 74 damage, applies a random debuff. What? What do you mean random debuff? Out of what options? Has a 20% chance to apply stealth to Pike. Adds a bleed. I mean, I want more stealth, right? 40% chance for stealth. And then bleed. Pretty much, I just figure that we're probably going to upgrade that ability because that's probably going to be one of our more important abilities. And prevents stealth from being removed when hit. 20% chance to enter stealth. Carve. 89 damage over 3 hits. Increases attack power by 20% for 1 action. And reapplies stealth. If active, generates... Wait, what do you mean reapplies? Oh, okay. So if you're in stealth and you attack, you lose stealth. Adds poison. What did I do to the first one? I made it bleed? Yeah. Increases crit chance of carve. I don't know if I want that one or not. What's his passive? Passives also seem like a really good thing to just level up. Pike gains 20% less HP from stamina, but gains additional attack power equal to 20% of his stamina. 10% chance to grant Executioner on a crit, allowing Plunder and Death from Below to trigger their bonus damage regardless of the target's health. Okay, so we want him to be critting. That's weird. Well, it's just weird to me because Pike in the normal game is not a character that crits. What's the other one? He said Plunder and Death from Below. Oh, Death from Below is his ultimate. If the target is below 30% health or Pike has Executioner, deals that extra damage. Randomly among all enemies over 10 hits. Interesting. So that means that giving Carve the extra crit chance seems really good. And what can we get here? Restores when he lands a killing blow. Increases the chance on a crit to gain Executioner. I feel like you need that. Now, grants stealth, making Pike untargetable by a single target attacks for 1 action or until hit. Removes 2 debuffs from stealth. Stealth can withstand an additional hit before being dispelled. That's just a buff to his stealth. It's not even a buff to this ability. What the heck? Pike's next attack is 40% lifesteal. And it increases crit chance. I feel like you have to pick that, right? Because then all of a sudden his stealth is just better. It's so weird when you have a bonus to an ability that's just an upgrade to the character as a general, not an upgrade to the ability. Unless it only means the stealth that he gets from that, which would be stupid. Doesn't mean that, right? I don't think so. Applies Sunder and Magic Sunder. 15% extra damage. Either applies a bleed or bestows Pike with Stealth or Executioner. Has no recovery time. Excuse me? Reduce the mana cost. 7 damage per hit. Wait, how many times does it hit? Deals 7 additional damage per hit for the rest of the battle to targets that have been marked. Oh. When a marked enemy dies, restore health and mana to Pike. Increases Sunder and Magic Sunder. Interesting. I feel like we want to decrease that mana. And then maybe that one? What does Bone Skewer do? Guaranteed to crit on a bleeding target. If the target is poisoned or ignited, gains overcharge. If the target is sundered or magic sundered, deal an additional damage. 30% chance to gain Grant Executioner on crit. What else do we got? Plunder. Deals 222 damage over 2 hits. The target is below 30% health or Pike has Executioner. Instead, oh my god. Killing Blow will grant 25% gold from the target. Increases the gold to 50%. Reduces recovery time on a kill. On a kill, restores 90 health to all champions. Oh, that's really good, actually. Grants Stealth when used with Executioner or on a low health target. I feel like Plunder might be one of his really good skills. Ambush. 222 damage. If Stealth deals a lot more damage, okay. Not to mention, doesn't Stealth give you 50% attack buff for being Stealth? Generate overcharge on a crit. Increases crit chance of ambush by 10%. Stealth apply bleed and poison. When cast in speed or power lane, deals extra damage. It's a tough one. I don't know where to put his last point. Because how often am I gonna use Carve if Serrated Slice is so good? Probably just not gonna use Carve as my instant ability. And then what did I grab here? I just made Stealth stronger. So do I start just buffing up Plunder? We don't really need more gold, I don't feel like. Reduce recovery time. And so we need to get Pike crit chance if at all possible. Look at his runes. Oh, Yasuo has a new rune as well. Yasuo can use these now, but we'd have to take some runes out. Crit chance by 3% each time Yasuo attacks. Lasts the entire battle. Wow, that's pretty good. It's haste by 15%. I took that out. I feel like I go this, this, this. Now he's just getting stats. Like he's getting 15% crit chance, 15% haste. We're not really using Yasuo right now anyways, but okay, so what are your bonuses? Crit chance. Begin with overcharge is really good. Stealth champions. Uses crit damage. On a crit. Stacks 6 times. Stamina. Attack power. Bleed and poison. Increase damage of bleed, poisons, and ignites. We can get more crit chance on this side, and we can get more crit chance while stealthed. More crit chance. Poison on critical hits. Damage of critical hits. 20% chance to enter stealth at the start of Pike's turn. That's a really good one. Attack power. Grants Executioner when landing a killing blow on an enemy. That's a pretty good one too. Applies bleed on critical hits. Begin battle with 20% attack power for 1 action. Increase stamina, increase attack power. I really like this. And this side. We just go like 5% crit, 10% crit. Or do we grab the increased stealth, or the stealth chance at the beginning of his turn? And then just that. Oh, he still needs gear, though. He's got a rusty dagger, which we have no... Oh, whoops. We have no replacements for. Tattered cloak, no replacements for that. Ring. He gets 70 crit out of this ring. Do we have a better ring? More damage. More haste, less crit. Oracle ring. Yeah, I don't think we have a better ring for him right now. Definitely, we'll have a better one of these, right? Boost his stamina. And his attack power. Or the Brawler's Chain. Loses stamina. But he gets a little bit of haste. Or should we go for the Shark Tooth one? Loses a lot of health, though. I feel like we just go for the straight upgrade. Oh, here's the boat. It gives crit, damage, and evade. She loses some attack power. But I feel like she wants the evade more than Pike does. And then Pike can have the bullet. The bullet just gives Pike all the stats that he wants. So he's got a base at 24% crit chance. It's pretty decent. Granted, we don't really have a good ring, armor, or dagger for him yet. Yeah, I guess that's Pike, and he'll be in the combat next time. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. We fought a giant sea monster, and we made it to the Shadow Isles. It seems like we can maybe just go back whenever we want, but we'll see. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time.